So I hadn't made a video in quite a while about getting back in shape. That's mainly because I hadn't been doing good about sticking to the plan. So I think this video is me getting back in shape. And I've been talking about that since like November. I started cheating, like around Thanksgiving time frame. And I started cheating on the diet a little bit here and there, and it got worse and worse. And during Christmas, it really got bad. And I know I've done a couple videos about getting back on the horse and getting started on this thing again, and I just haven't done it. But as my mom was saying, you know, once you decide to do it is when you'll do it. Because that's exactly what happened last time. March of last year, I decided I was done with this and didn't want to be that heavy and that out of shape. And so I got serious and lost 60-something pounds, 62 pounds I think it was. So anyway, I think I've gained about 15 or 16 pounds from that time, from my lowest point. I think I got down to 218. I was 234 about a week ago. So that's about 16 pounds up. Not out of control, but you know, the goal is to get down to 200. I want to get to the point where if I have some time when I don't do well and cheat, then 220 will be my heavyweight. That's what I want it to be. I want to be between 200 and 210, somewhere in there. And I want 220 to be my absolute, okay, lock back in. Best thing is if I can just keep it off and keep a better diet all the time. And I was really in that. About 8 months I was doing really good at doing that. So anyway, my mom was right. I just got to decide to do it, because that's what happened last time. I decided I was done with it. And I know I've said this before on a couple other videos, but the fact that I know I can lose it is becoming an excuse. And I keep using it. So I can do it anytime, so then I'll have this or I'll eat that. I did a 72-hour fast a week ago, a little over a week ago. And then my youngest son came to town and we had a bunch of finger food and stuff. They had a baby shower for my son and his wife, and I just went out of control. And I was eating everything in sight. So anyway, I can't do that and reach my goals. So anyway, this is me. This is the 22nd of March. So obviously I had a goal of getting down to 200 before the 1st of March. Obviously I did not reach that goal. But you know, when I got down to 218, I felt really good. I was looking good, I think. So, you know, summer's coming up. I want to be in good shape when I'm out by the pool and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, back on the horse. I know I've said it before. I've said it a few times on these videos, but I'm locking in. I mean it this time. I've been, the last week or so, I haven't really eaten anything bad. I've been eating all protein. And so it's kind of like a carnivore diet. I don't know if I've lost any weight doing that. I don't feel like I have. I feel a little better. I feel a little lighter on my feet, but you know, when I was doing the diet, I got down, I was so skinny. I felt skinny. I was still 220, so that's not skinny, but I felt skinny. And I felt, you know, less inflammation, less bloated. I wasn't bloated hardly at all. You know, I felt good. I felt good. So but at the same time, I also felt a little weak. So I'm gonna lift more and more. I got to the point where when I was doing my diet, I was losing all the weight. I kept saying I was gonna get more into the weights and more into this, more into that. I was gonna increase the intensity, which I never really did. I got to a certain level where I was walking at least 10,000 steps a day. I was doing push-ups and stuff. I was going to the gym 2 or 3 times a week. So And that wasn't nothing, obviously. It's better than doing nothing. But I didn't really increase the intensity. I got to a certain point and I just stayed with that. It was working. It was working. But I got to build some strength too. I'm 55 years old now, so you know that's getting harder to do. So I've got to not let that be an excuse and getting there. I really want to. I think a real good fitness goal for me would be to bench 315, which I was able to do once in my life when I was the strongest. That's the most I've done is 315. Bench 315 and run a 7-minute mile in the same day. So that's a pretty, I think that'll be it's a pretty good goal. I mean, I'll be strong and I'll have some cardiovascular to me, so health to me. So that's kind of the plan. I don't know time frame on that. I'm gonna start running again. I used to be a runner, and I ran all the time. I ran track in high school, and I've ran marathons and half marathons before. I'm a long way. I couldn't do a 1 mile fun run right now, so I got to fix that. I think one of the goals is to I would like to do a 5K sometime within the next year. That would be good. So anyway, that's the deal. I'm back on it, and I'll start making these videos. So I'm a little accountable, and I really appreciate the people that comment on those videos and encourage me. Appreciate y'all. And anyway, look for me to start doing better. I could just use the excuse and just fall off the wagon, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna re-engage. And you know, they always say the best time to start is today. Starting today. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and remember, it's not over until I win. Thanks for watching.